For European title, follow the rules. Good luck to both of you. May the best man win. Go back to corner.
So here we go. Enzo Maccarinelli can punch like a kicking mule. But can he take the shots anymore? His punch resistance was always questionable when he was in his prime. It's not looked great in his last few fights. Big test this evening against Alexander Frenkel. Well, most of the fights tonight on this Magnificent 7 build have been near classics. And this one, early on, looks as if it could be good as well.
Yeah, Frenkel looks like a compact little boxer there. He's given up a few inches in height and reach as well. Looks a little tight here in the first round, but he seems to be throwing for the fences. Swinging for the fences.
Yeah, maybe he fancies Maccarinelli. He'll be taken out early here. There's always a few gasps and worries with Maccarinelli. Always has been a little bit open, but really strong jab and a wicked punch with either hand as well. I remember when he won his WBU title against Bruce Scott. Scott was out like a light as soon as he was hit. He's had some good KO wins in his time, Maccarinelli. The loss against David Haye was a bitter one to swallow though.
Yeah, he seemed to have gone into a funk after that devastating second round knockout, not unlike one Ricky Hatton, who's been in the press lately also after his devastating second round knockout to Manny Pacquiao. It's just a loss that a former champion has a tough time getting over.
It certainly was tough for Maccarinelli. 2 more stoppage losses followed. As we said though, he's bounced back with 3 KO wins in the first round. It's been hard to tell. He says he's back to somewhere near his best, but it's been hard to tell because fights have been over so quickly. Got a gauge on whether he's shot or not. So we'll find out more this evening.
Frenkel boasting an impressive undefeated record with a decent knockout percentage, but Big Mac says it's all blown up and it's just a paper. It's impressive on paper, but he feels pretty confident he's going to be able to take that 0 away from Frenkel tonight.
German fighters, much like their British counterparts, are often protected. I think Frenkel has obviously been fed a few opponents. You've got to respect a man with an unbeaten record. Only been more than 20-odd fights. He can't be a bad boxer.
Sharp left hand by Frenkel there. A nice hook lands on the chin of Mac.
He's just edging this first round, the German.
Not much from Mac in the first round there, feeling out his opponent.
Stepping to the right. He's pulling back well, he is. Yeah, but what he's ready to load up with you. Yeah, so what we need to do, just step to the right, try and double the jab. All right. All he's doing is going to throw that bang, throw that right 1-2s on you. Right, kid. Yeah. So what you do, just keep nice and tight because he's still fresh, yeah? Okay, son. Right for water. Let's step to the right a bit more and just keep doing the jab. They don't like it. If you can get him back, let's commit with that 2-1.
Crowd going a little crazy as the ring card girl presents round 10 here after the first.
Certainly a warm reaction. I don't know if there's someone else coming into the arena, distracting for everybody. One man who needs to focus is Enzo Maccarinelli. Can't afford to get careless here against like a decent opponent. Both men in black shorts. Black gloves as well. Maccarinelli slightly taller of the two, to the left of your picture as you're looking now. Odds have changed just after that first round. Almost swung around completely. And Frenkel now an 8-11 on favourite. Maccarinelli at evens. That first round didn't tell us too much. Okay, we're just waiting for this one really to explode into action.
Max stalking slowly, trying to find his opportunity to let his hands go. A little tight right there as throws a couple of crunched punches.
Frenkel beats him to the jab. So Maccarinelli just biding his time here. He's got that tremendous equaliser. It really did look over for him when he lost to Lebedev. Like he said before that fight that he would think about retiring if he lost. And he duly did, and he wondered if his career might be over, but back he's come. Part of the Joe Calzaghe stable. Sparred many rounds with Calzaghe. Some of that magic seemed to have rubbed off when he won that WBO world title. And a few defences as well. Well looked after by promoter Frank Warren. And after that loss to Hay, really lost his weight.
And there goes Mac with a ripping left hook to the body. That's an impressive punch right there. I'd like to see some more of that. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. Mac's starting to let his hands go.
That's what he's capable of, Maccarinelli. That was a good body shot, left hand. Another left hand in there as well. Beginning to find his range here, Enzo Maccarinelli. It was a cautious opening round. Beginning to have a bit of joy. Much from Frenkel in this round.
Yeah, I think
good jab from Maccarinelli.
Frenkel's really starting to feel now the power of Enzo. I mean, you see it on his face too. He's a little more tentative now to engage as he was in the first round when Enzo wasn't letting his hands go. You can see a sign of increased confidence on the face of Enzo now as he really hunts down his opponent.
It's better from Maccarinelli again. Frenkel staring intently. An intriguing round then, and probably one that Enzo Maccarinelli edged.
Yeah, not only was it a physical edge for Maccarinelli, but I think it may have also been a psychological one because he's realizing that he can take this fight within the distance. I think he really does have the superior talent to Frenkel after 2 rounds. The question is he going to be able to let his hands go and give the crowd what they came to see?
Single jab, if you just have to be a single jab. All right, buddy. Try and keep to the right. Just keep to the right. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah.
Doing all right, don't I?
Yeah, great. Yeah. You got the round back on that. Yeah. Feint, jab, double jab.
You hear Enzo asking his corner if he's doing all right, looking for those encouragement words of support.
I think he won't admit it himself. I think the Hay fight did really shoot his confidence. It's a nervous fighter against Hay and then a broken man after it. Not quite sure of himself. He still isn't, but I think he won that second round quite comfortably.
Big left hand right there by Enzo lands on the chin of Frenkel.
He forced Frenkel to fire back there. Maccarinelli's corner telling him between the round just to work the jab.
Same old storyline for the entire evening. We've been calling it.
It's often kind of thought as a bit negative, isn't it? Like you're running from trouble, but the jab can be such a potent weapon. No, it really can. And everything comes off it as well. Just see. It's good from Frenkel. Both boxers land there.
Looks like a fight's breaking out here in the center of the ring, and now
absolutely.
Max got Frenkel up against the ropes, and almost low blow right there. Mac better be careful to keep his hands up. That was a nice shot though, right in the midsection.
Well, the first round was cautious. The second, a slow burner. Is the third going to burst into life here? Well, good shot there from Maccarinelli. He's certainly got the powers to trouble Frenkel. The experience as well, if he does need to go into the trenches, but just that big question mark about his punch resistance.
Mac is laying some heavy leather here, Ian. I mean, he's really letting his hands go. He does not want this fight to go the distance.
Frenkel still cool, calm and collected though.
I think behind that steely exterior, Frenkel is a man that's felt the power of Enzo here in the third round and doesn't want to feel too much more of it.
Well, he's been very much on the back foot, hasn't he, for the last, certainly in the second round, and this the third as well.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a coincidence that that's when Enzo started letting his hands go.
Frenkel just riding with the punches at the moment. Sometimes does have his hands a bit low though. Maccarinelli spits some blood out from his mouth as he gets back down to work. Positive round for him this one. Frenkel still dangerous though, as he should be in a European title fight.
Just kind of get the sense that a big knockout by Enzo was lurking. He's really starting to find a home for those big right hands.
Frenkel just looking maybe a little bit anxiously, trying to make some eye contact with his corner. Boxers exchange jabs. More in Maccarinelli's.
There's a beautiful counterpunch, that jab by Mac, to tell Frenkel, you could throw it, but I'm going to throw it right back and harder.
Just misses there, Maccarinelli. Just sense if he can get a clean shot in here, he may trouble Frenkel. And both boxers with things to think about as they go back to their respective corners.
Too much, so he's just going to close your eye. Yeah? We're just going to be more busy with the jab. Just keep popping his face. Yeah, just. All right. Yeah. Just keep popping.
Close your eye. Keep your eye closed, fuck's sake.
Water, please.
Nothing, he's just a little mouse.
Okay, man. It's going to end, it will come. Yeah? But what he's doing is you're letting him get on top sometimes, and we can't afford to do that. Let's just busy with the jab, yeah? Okay. When you went with the 2-1, it caught him. Yeah? Okay. He goes side on the ropes, just come back.
Here's some action from the third round. I think probably Maccarinelli's round. Just
10 seconds.
It's almost that he does lack a bit of confidence in himself, doesn't he, Cass? Again, we heard between the rounds, am I doing all right? Did I win that one?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, he's been hurt before, and, you know, he takes his craft very seriously. He wants that world belt back. And he needs to know that he's on the right course here in this bout. And a good corner will give their man that honest encouragement that he needs, as they've done.
Back underway here in the fourth round. It's Frenkel who's come out looking positive. Maccarinelli, I think, just missed with a right hand. Couldn't quite see from our position here, ringside. Good jab from Maccarinelli. That might be the key to the fight for him. Frank Warren once said his jab was one of the best in boxing of any fighter. Frenkel backed up here, biding his time, looking for the opening, and waiting for the opportunity.
And again, flat-footedness. It seems like Frenkel is pretty much just standing there on his back heels, and he'd be much better off turning Enzo, because Enzo seems to like to plant his feet before he lets his punches go. And it's right at that time that Frenkel would be well served to turn laterally, left or right, it doesn't matter, just to stay away from those straight right hands of Enzo.
Frenkel's taking these shots well, though. Maccarinelli lands, Frenkel's just moving backwards, moving out of trouble.
Enzo has such a strained look on his face, as if he's in the fight of his life here. It may just be the way his skin marks up or his face, but he's really, looks like he's been through 10 rounds already.
There's a lot of tension in his face, isn't there? He's not, we saw Kell Brook earlier, he looked so relaxed in the ring.
That's right, that's exactly right.
And who knows how we'd look if we were going 12 rounds with Alexander Frenkel. He looks to have a bit about him, doesn't he? Certainly no mug, the German. He's seen some mixed results on this card already for foreign boxers. Stayed stablemate Karamura came up short against another Welshman, Nathan Cleverley. Boy, this is good from Maccarinelli. Frenkel looks a little bit unhappy. It was the right hand was the pick of the shots that Maccarinelli landed.
Enzo keeping Frenkel towards near the ropes, which is really serving him well, because we were just talking about how Frenkel hasn't really found a way to escape those heavy punches, and even more so when his back's against the ropes.